Hey, white ladies, denying racism in your own self, Lance. You hurt the entire cause by denying that you ever had a racist thought. I don't think that way. I wasn't raised that way. That's not how I feel. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't have to wear a hood and you don't have to tin Confederate flag to know that there is shit inside of your brain that you need to fix, or else you're still just perpetuating the problems of society. But I get called a white savior because I can admit. Meanwhile, there's women running around thinking that they've never, ever done anything in their life that could possibly even teeter on the edge of racism. Good luck with that delusion. I hope someday you realize that that's not the case and you can put aside your white fragility and your angelic behavior and realize that you still have work to do, and until you're going to have work to do, and unpacking your own, not just stitching other people, not just duetting with other creators and calling them out. It's in here too. It's in here too, girls. So put away your halo, start playing catch with your demons. It's the only way we're going to dispel them, okay?
This lady is insane. White people denying that they are racist is literally vile because all white people are racist. At a certain point, I don't always like to react on videos like this because watching to a certain level, I will realize my temperature is rising. If people don't agree with your views, you cannot take that and attribute to violence. It is insane. I have a long video I'm going to play here. We are going to analyze this so you understand exactly what is going on. The system is so spoiled in such a way that everything circulate about this. If this is your first time coming, please remember to subscribe, and if possible, why not share this clip?
Slavery was capitalism in action, and that black people were commodified, bought and sold on markets, used as collateral at banks to enrich a select group of people, because that's what capitalism does. It creates winners and a lot of losers. Every time of year when we celebrate Black History Month, I am reminded of the deep and inseparable connection between racism and capitalism. And as a proud Black socialist state senator, I reflect on the fact that Black people were brought to this country as capital. And I'm reminded.
Before we proceed with this video, let me read this out. There's a difference between being African American because your direct ancestors are the Africans that were forcefully taken from Africa and the African Americans that came to America by their own will. You literally have people you can't ask directly about home, but you are woke. There is a clear difference between these two people.
Continues to repeat itself up until this day. And I'd be remiss if I did not bring up Tyree Nichols, brutally murdered at the hands of law enforcement. And for those of us who are Black, it is a complicated thing to watch because it is both hurtful and devastating and not at all surprising, because we see it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I stand here with very conflicted feelings because we have much to celebrate, but we have much more work to do. And when I say we, I'm not talking about Black people, because we live, we exist, we do the work. I'm talking about the systems in our country that continues to harm, continues to deprive, continues to suppress the beauty and magic of being Black. So I'm gonna keep loving being Black. I'm gonna keep enjoying the company of my black brothers, my black sisters, my black people, and I'm gonna continue to fight until the day where we are surprised, when we are shocked that our people are being killed in the streets, where we are shocked when we're not being successful.
Yes, this is actually funny that every single day, this keep repeating itself every day. We are no longer into slavery. Black people are free. We can do any type of business. We can school the way we like. We can live the way we like. Nobody is still in slavery. But I don't understand why these people keep going back and forth on this topic. What I expect these people to do is to bring talks that can bring people together, not to separate people. These are Democrat senators in New York. That is what I expect to see. If you want to solve this issue of racism, it is to bring talks that can bring people together. We look into common grounds. Where is the problem and start solving it? That is what I expect that people like this should do. But when we keep going back to our ancestors, this problem will never be solved. I decided to address this video because this topic keeps surfacing every single day. You recently saw what happened with this guy where 4 black officers take away his life. Immediately, they blame white people. When a white person does something, they say it is white supremacy. When 4 black people takes away the life, they attribute it to white supremacy. Should this be happening? We should not be seeing this. He said he is proud to be black. He will continue to talk about being black. Nobody's refusing. I'm proud to be black, and you should be proud of who you are. It is simple. Why must this topic keep surfacing? Because you love, to continue to live in segregations with others. I understand how people are using this to make a lot of money, raise betters. They believe that if this stop, they will not make this money again. Blacks are occupying political positions. That is to tell you how empowered we are. But we keep complaining every single day. If you are a black person watching this, don't be hurt. I just want to express myself on how I feel about this topic. You can drop under the comment sections. We can have a common ground. Let me understand your own point of view pertaining to this.
Slavery was capitalism in action, and that black people were commodified, bought and sold on markets, used as collateral at banks to enrich a select group of people. Because that's what capitalism does. It creates winners and a lot of losers. Every time of year when we celebrate Black History Month, I am reminded of the deep and inseparable connection between racism and capitalism. And as a proud black socialist state senator, I reflect on the fact that black people were brought to this country as capital. And I'm reminded that the attacks on black people to enrich a few people under capitalism continued after, under sharecropping, Jim Crow, redlining, for-profit prisons, for-profit policing. These things, the ripple effects, all under capitalism. And I'm reminded that any journey towards ending racism in this country must come with the dismantling and abolition of a system